Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. And today's video is when you have a chronic illness. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And let's get going. The insistent chirping of birds outside your window was usually a welcome sound, a cheerful start to the day. Today, however, it felt like a tiny, repetitive hammer against the dull ache blooming behind your eyes. You shifted, the soft cotton sheets a familiar comfort against your skin, but even that offered little solace to the deep-seated fatigue that permeated your limbs. Another flare-up. You sighed, a quiet and almost unnoticed sound, in the stillness of the morning. Good morning, sleepyhead. Kirishima's voice, rough with sleep but undeniably warm, rumbled from beside you. You felt the gentle press of his lips against your temple, followed by the familiar warmth of his arm, settling around your waist, pulling you closer. Morning, he mumbled, burrowing deeper into the pillow, trying to escape the encroaching discomfort. He felt his fingers lightly tracing patterns on your hip, a comforting and grounding sensation, and then a louder, more abrupt sound. The hell are you two still doing in bed? It's practically noon. Bakugo's voice, sharp as ever, cut through the quiet. You didn't even need to open your eyes to picture him, probably standing in the doorway, arms crossed, a scowl already etched onto his face. Despite the gruffness, there was an underlying current of concern that you'd come to recognize. Give him a break, man. Kirishima chuckled, his voice still low and close to your ear. They're not feeling so hot. He felt Bakugo move closer, the floorboards creaking under his weight. A moment later, a calloused hand, surprisingly gentle, settled on your forehead. His touch was always a stark contrast to his fiery personality, a secret tenderness that he reserved only for you. Still running a fever, huh? He muttered, his voice softening just a fraction. He managed a small nod, keeping your eyes closed. I'm just tired, he whispered, the words feeling heavy on your tongue. Told you to take it easy yesterday, he grumbled, although there was no real accusation in his tone. It was more of a statement of fact, born of frustration at your condition and his inability to blast it away. You say that every day, he murmured, a faint smile touching your lips. Despite the discomfort, a sense of peace settled over you. This was your life now, the delicate balance of managing your illness and living alongside two of the most caring men you knew. Kirishima shifted, propping himself up on one elbow. Do you need anything, babe? Water? Pain meds? His red eyes were full of genuine worry that always made your heart ache a little. Just stay, he whispered, reaching out, a hand which he immediately grasped, intertwining his fingers with yours. Like could go anywhere, dumbass. Bakugo scoffed, although he didn't move. He heard the rustle of fabric as he lightly leaned against the doorframe. The morning settled into a comfortable, quiet rhythm. Kirishima's arm remained around you, his warmth a steady presence. Bakugo, despite his initial bluster, hadn't left. He drifted in and out of light sleep, aware of their quiet movements. You heard the clinking of mugs from the kitchen, the soft murmur of their voices, occasionally punctuated by Bakugo's louder pronouncements, which were always surprisingly muted when you were feeling unwell. When you finally opened your eyes again, the room was bathed in a softer, gentler light. The sharp edge of your headache had dulled to a throb, and the exhaustion, while still present, felt less overwhelming. You saw Kirishima perched on the edge of the bed, gently stroking your hair. Bakugo was sitting in the armchair across the room, engrossed in his phone, although you knew he was acutely aware of every subtle shift in your breathing. Are you feeling any better? Kirishima asked. his voice barely above a whisper. You nodded. A little. You pushed yourself up, wincing slightly, as your muscles protested. Don't push it. Bakugo barked, his eyes still glued to his phone. I'm just setting up, you retorted, a small smirk playing on your lips. Kirishima grinned. Hey, that's our Ryan, always defying orders. Bakugo scoffed, finally looking up. Someone's gotta keep you in line, idiot. He tossed his phone onto the table beside him and stood, moving towards the bed. He reached out and, with surprisingly deft movements, adjusted the pillows behind you, making sure that you were comfortable. Thanks, you mumbled, leaning back against the propped-up pillows. I got you some tea, Kirishima said, reaching for a thermos on the bedside table. And Bakugo made you some of that bland, sick person soup that you like. You glanced at Bakugo, whose cheeks were dusted with a faint, almost unnoticeable blush. It's not sick person soup, you damn idiot. It's just chicken broth. Whatever you say, Blasty, Kirishima teased, handing you a mug of warm tea. The warmth of the mug in your hands was comforting. You took a tentative sip. It's good, you said genuinely. Bakugo just grunted in response, but you caught the quick, almost unnoticeable twitch of his lips that hinted at a pleased smile. You two are ridiculous, you said, a genuine smile finally gracing your face. And you're stuck with us, Kirishima said. Damn right, Bakugo added, his voice gruff but undeniably fond. He reached out, and with a fleeting touch, squeezed your foot under the covers. He looked from Kirishima's kind, reassuring eyes to Bakugo's intense, protective gaze. This was your reality. Days like these, where your body betrayed you, were hard, but having them by your side, their love and support, made everything a little bit easier. It wasn't always grand gestures. Sometimes, it was just the quiet of their presence beside you, the familiar voices of theirs, and the unspoken promise that you were never alone. And in that moment, as the sun streamed through the window, you knew you were exactly where you were meant to be. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And goodbye!